So, as of today, Wednesday, this dude named Martin Shkreli has been arrested, and he actually has a federal indictment against him. Now, this guy is the guy, if you guys remember, there's this pill for people who have different forms of cancer. It is called, let me check, it's called a Retrophil, and he was able to come across the rights of this pill, and what he did was hike the price of this pill. I think it was like 750% or 7,500%, something crazy. The pill was like $13 in the general market, and he hiked it up to like something ridiculous. And he caught a lot of flack for that. When he did that, he caught a lot of flack. But and then like recently he bought like the Wu-Tang Clan had this secret album that he bought too, which is kind of like weird. Like why is he in the Wu-Tang? Like Wu-Tang is about like peace with the world and like peace with yourself. Like this dude is the most anti Wu-Tang Clan dude ever. So if anything, I'm glad that he's arrested based on the fact that he bought the exclusive Wu-Tang album that was worth like $2 million or something like that. And because he bought that, no one else could ever listen to it, or the people that he knew could listen to it. But ain't no black person hanging out with this dude. Like, come on, like what goofy black person's hanging out with this guy?
For Complex News, I'm Sean Evans, and pharma CEO Martin Shkreli, who's been blasted by everyone from the BBC, which dubbed him the most hated man in America, to Donald Trump, who called him a spoiled brat, was arrested on securities fraud Thursday morning, according to Bloomberg Business. Details of the arrest will be made later today, but Shkreli stands accused of illegally using assets from a biotech company that he founded to pay off debts on a since-defunct hedge fund after said hedge fund lost millions. Shkreli first started pissing people off en masse back in September when the Turing Pharmaceuticals CEO jacked up the price of a life-saving pill from $13.50 to $750 per. His legend has only grown in the months since, as he purchased the only copy of Wu-Tang Clan's Once Upon a Time in Shaolin for $2 million, and later told Hip Hop DX that he'd encourage RZA to shut the up before he goes too far after the rapper criticized his business practices publicly. In that same interview, he pondered making an album with Drake and said that he plans to bail out Bobby Shmurda as well as pay for the rapper's defense. He also made headlines for saying that he'll play the Wu-Tang album for Taylor Swift if she, in his words, sucks his dick.
This guy, man, he was really bad at investing. This guy actually helped to accelerate the $2.3 million default judgment to Lehman Brothers. So let me say that one more time. This guy actually helped to speed up the process of a $2.3 million default judgment to Lehman Brothers. And so like he would also tell people who were investing in his who were investing in him, he would tell people that like it was worth like 55 million, even though it was worth 700. So he would get the money, from that investment initially. But then he would use that money to pay off his other stuff that he messed up with other companies and all the other bankruptcies and all that stuff. Well, let me not say bankruptcies, but basically his bad his investments and what he owed. He would use that money that he obtained shady, and he would use that to pay off other people where he screwed them over. The last thing I want to make about this is that that drug that I was mentioning earlier, that cancer drug, the reason why he hiked what it looks like, what I'm speculating from that, what it looks like is the reason why he hiked that up so much is because he wanted to be able to, pay off all the other people he owed. So, I mean, just look at this mugshot, man. I don't know if you can see this, but it's not a mugshot, but he was arrested. He was arrested Wednesday, early Wednesday, and there's a whole bunch of pictures all over the internet of this guy getting arrested. So just take a look. I mean, look at that face. Focus. Look at that face, man. I mean, like it's almost like he knows that he's in some deep shit. I mean, he's in some real deep shit, man. So, hey, man, what goes around comes around. So.